Anthony Gorcha, a top-notch former seminarian, is fighting against church corruption by bringing suit against those who unjustly destroyed his prospects of becoming a Catholic priest. Anthony was the valedictorian of his high school and graduated at the top of his class in college. Anthony was also recognized with numerous awards for his service to his community. Although he could have pursued a career in medicine or law, he chose to study for the priesthood, which he felt a calling to since he was 6 years old. Anthony became a seminarian of the New York Archdiocese. Because of his numerous accomplishments, he was nominated by Cardinal Timothy Dolan to continue his priestly formation at the Pontifical North American College in Rome. The North American College is led by its rector, Father Peter Harmon, who was recommended for ordination by then North American College rector Timothy Dolan and ordained by accused sexual predator Bishop Daniel Ryan. The lawsuit alleges that Harmon, quote, is reported to have engaged in homosexual acts with other members of the clergy, including at least one bishop from the United States. The vice rector, Father Adam Park, was ordained by ex-Cardinal Theodore McCarrick, who was accused of sexually abusing seminarians and minors. Park secured prominent positions under disgraced Cardinal Donald Wuerl, who resigned amid allegations of covering up for accused predator priests. Anthony was highly regarded both at the North American College and the Gregorian University. Both the faculty and his peers affirmed that Anthony had the qualities to become an outstanding priest. According to the lawsuit, near the beginning of his second year in Rome, Anthony witnessed uninvited, inappropriate physical behavior on the part of the vice rector toward a fellow seminarian. The lawsuit states that the seminarian later approached Anthony and told him that Park, quote, had initiated similar physical contact in the past, which he, quote, found to be offensive. The lawsuit continues by saying, quote, Gorcha consistently observed Park had a preference for repetitive social interactions with certain subordinate seminarians who were athletic, handsome, young, and naive. Other North American College seminarians told Gorcha they observed such acts by Park, which they found to be inappropriate, strange, and of an exclusive nature toward particular subordinate subjects. The lawsuit also alleges a history of, quote, homosexual advances made by Park throughout the years. The lawsuit cites several of multiple incidents reported to have involved Park, alleging the following, quote, among such disclosures, one such seminarian revealed that he was harassed by Park in the form of repeated, uninvited physical contact described as causing extreme discomfort and dread. When the seminarian made Park aware that he took objection to these advances, Park repeatedly taunted the seminarian until the seminarian left the North American College within 6 months of his disturbing encounters with Park. The lawsuit also alleges that a concerned North American College seminarian begged Gorcha to come forward with whatever he knew and disclosed that another seminarian, for whom Park was the formation advisor, appeared to be crying out for help. According to the lawsuit, some who witnessed or reported Park's behaviors to present and or past North American College officials were coerced into leaving or found their reports uninvestigated. The lawsuit also describes an account which alleges that Harmon was seen, quote, engaging in homosexual relations at an orgy which was described in graphic detail. Harmon was reported as having performed these sexual acts in the presence of seminarians, among others, including a current bishop who was a member of the North American College Board of Governors. The witness in possession of this knowledge about Harmon was threatened and retaliated against. According to the lawsuit, quote, in this is evidence not only precedent of Harmon's recklessness toward subordinate seminarians, but also a clear pattern of retaliation against those who possess information concerning Harmon's cover-up of or active involvement in misconduct. In collaboration with Father Harmon, Father Park had unique power over seminarians' ability to advance to ordination or not, the same power they exercised over Anthony. According to the lawsuit, quote, a documented tactic of clergy who have secret homosexual lifestyles, and some of the defendants in particular, is to preemptively retaliate against those who witness such behavior in anticipation of these witnesses making adverse disclosures about them. Shortly after Anthony witnessed and received reports from other seminarians concerning the vice-rector, Father Harmon and Cardinal Dolan conspired to coerce Anthony into leaving the seminary on the basis of absurdly false and fabricated reasons. While Anthony made 5 urgent requests to meet with Dolan regarding the matter, Dolan refused these meetings. According to the lawsuit, Anthony was told that Dolan had, quote, personal allegiances to Harmon and the North American College, and that, quote, whether Dolan agreed or disagreed with Gorcha, Dolan would only endorse Harmon's bogus plot. The lawsuit also states that, quote, while it was obviously in Dolan's power to properly review the matter objectively, Dolan did not do so. The lawsuit states that, quote, upon receiving credible information about the homosexual sex lives of Harmon and Park and the discriminatory treatment of heterosexual seminarians at the North American College, as well as grooming and active homosexuality there over the years, it finally became clear to Gorcha that he was perceived as a threat to having defendants' secrets revealed. Such revelations would harm their chances of advancement in the church, lead to their dismissal, and possibly result in their laicization. Around the same time, 2 other U.S. seminary rectors in Buffalo and Boston were removed from their posts after seminarians exposed homosexual misconduct engulfing their seminaries. According to the lawsuit, Harmon and Park's intentions in getting rid of a heterosexual seminarian like Anthony were, quote, to protect themselves from exposure, which would liken their fate to that which befell the 2 former U.S. seminary rectors and endanger their ascent to higher office in the church. Dolan's decision to conspire with Harmon and Park to the detriment of Anthony appears consistent with what the lawsuit identifies as, quote, a pattern by Dolan of retaining or covering up for priests accused of misconduct and or retaliating against those who are not complicit with misconduct in Missouri, Washington, D.C., Wisconsin, and New York. While Dolan and responsible church officials have received multiple reports concerning allegations of misconduct on the part of Father Park and cover-up by defendants, these reports went both uninvestigated and undenied. Despite the fact that Cardinal Sean O'Malley and other bishops reported the accusations to the Apostolic Nuncio, both Harmon and Park remain in their positions of power over vulnerable seminarians. Multiple people have already come forward to provide statements overwhelmingly in support of the accusations made against Dolan, Harmon, Park, and the North American College. The following quotes were found in a public forum on Church Militant's website. One person said, quote, I was at the North American College with Adam Park, and that doesn't surprise me at all. So terrible that another vocation is lost to corruption. Someone else wrote, quote, yes, we know well in Milwaukee what a mean bully Cardinal Dolan is. Any seminarian or priest who is onto him that he is a fake, a phony, is destroyed. We have a friend whose son was in the seminary in Rome when Dolan was the rector there. He left the seminary and left the faith. He was disgusted with what he saw and with Dolan's antics. A third person wrote, quote, shame on Peter for doing to Anthony what he witnessed firsthand at Meinrad and monks doing to the straight students. This quote was sent to an investigator. It says, quote, There are so many of us who have suffered under Dolan's reign of terror. Dolan has no compunction of sending priests off for re-education to the Vianney Center at Downingtown, Pennsylvania, weaponizing the place so much so that we call it, quote, Gulag Dolan. Anthony is only one of hundreds of seminarians coerced into leaving seminaries over the past decades as a result of their refusal to be complicit with clerical misconduct, often known to seminary officials, vocation directors, and bishops. Concerning North American College officials alone, who are U.S. bishops, the lawsuit alleges that thorough research suggests, quote, a precedent of members of the North American College Board of Governors discriminating against heterosexuals or retaining faculty members who commit such discrimination or harassment against heterosexual seminarians. A review of the North American College Board of Governors revealed that many members have also sustained accusations of covering up allegations of abuse and mistreating victims. A certain number of North American College board members, who are bishops, have also been alleged to have been active in homosexual relationships. Anthony needs your financial support to cover the legal costs of the lawsuit, which is one of the first of its kind, applying protections to vulnerable seminarians. Please contribute to the Save Our Seminarians Fund by using the link below. Anyone who would like to share additional information may write to saveourseminarians@yahoo.com.